Hello and welcome to Ys the Ark of Napishtim, and that all begins in a place that should be pretty familiar to him right now. Well, conceptually speaking, he has never been to this part of the world before. So, Ark of Napishtim was the wildly successful sequel to the failure that was Ys 5. This game actually came 8 years after Ys 5, and in the intermediate time there were no new Ys games. There was the Eternal Complete remake, but that's about it. By the way, you've probably noticed that this game uses sprites instead of 3D models, but that's because I'm playing the PC version of Ark of Napishtim. The PC version doesn't have some things that the PS2 version does, like selectable difficulty levels or the Trials of Alma. But I don't mind. We'll actually be able to control Adol soon. Ys games tend not to keep you from actually being able to control the character for very long. Okay, we are back in control, and now I can set about actually playing a game that was made this century. Olha seemed nice. Let's see if she has anything she can tell us. Full body portrait? She must be important. So this is the first game to use the Napishtim engine that was used in this game, both in Felghana and Ys Origin. However, because this is the earliest version of the engine... Oh. Almost missed story stuff. Well, okay, they'd never have to deal with pirates or the Romans. Lucky them. Okay, first question. Ah, you look funny! Okay, the Canaan Islands are actually across the ocean from not Europe. So this actually places Adol somewhere fairly close to the Caribbean. Well, the not Caribbean, of course. No, we can't meet other humans. Well, okay, we can't leave the islands either. Kinda. about that huge guy. We're gonna see what the other Arisians have been up to. Arisia, by the way, is the Eastworld's name for, well, Eurasia, so... Nice day to you too, buddy. So we're just gonna poke around the Reda village for a little while. Too nice. No thanks at all. Always with the red... Well, okay, that's reasonable. Ignore that other save. So now let's poke around and see what's up and see what there is to kill. Okay, how did we get here? Basically a couple of years after Ys 5. Oh yeah, squirrels. The deadly Kotera squirrels, cousin of the poisonous Zanzibar hamsters. So a couple of years after Ys 5, somewhere after Ys 5, Adol managed to reunite with Dogi and they went on adventuring together and started searching for a safe port in Europe they could use to head to the city of Altago. They ended up in southern Hispania, not Spain. Where they were caught up to by Terra and her pirate dad Ladok. And Ladok was like, "Hey Adol, wanna travel the world together?" And told him about the great vortex across the ocean that no one had ever crossed alive, supposedly. And Adol was thinking about it, but then the Romans caught up to everyone, so they had to flee quickly. So they sailed across the ocean to the Great Vortex, were surrounded and attacked by a Roman fleet, and in saving Terra, Adol got chucked overboard into the Great Vortex and wound up here. By the way, you'll notice my life is pretty low. This is not an easy game. Definitely not as easy as Ys 5. Hey there, Chief. Well, guess you're stuck with me for a while there. Okay, so they possibly burned down your bridge. That's a legitimate reason to have a beef. Okay, so this is an earlier version of the Nepishtim engine, which means Adol has a shorter combo, the downstab is the king of all attacks. And there are some other quality of life features that would only be introduced in later Nepishtim engine games, like fast travel between saves. Nepishtim does have some things that later games that use the engine don't, like healing items, as you just saw. However, those are of slightly more limited utility than they were in Ys 5. First off, decent healing items are actually fairly expensive. And secondly, you can't actually open your menu or even pause during boss battles, which means you can only select one type of healing item to bring with you into boss fights. You can't have access to Adol's entire baggage train. In any case, talking to the chief is actually an event trigger. This allows us to do some other things we otherwise wouldn't be able to. Oh yes, this being a later game, the game can now properly be displayed more giant hordes of enemies, which make spacing and being surrounded extremely important things to keep an eye on. Yeah, you don't need to worry about Adol. No, I think it has everything to do with everything. So this early part of the game is really just following the event triggers. Now one thing you'll notice me doing is hacking up pretty much everything I come across, even if they give negligible experience. That's because enemies actually drop things, usually healing items, but also those little blue gems that you might be seeing somehow. That's Amalus, and we're going to be needing that for a few things, but later. Now it's just fighting, hitting plot points, and gaining the all-important Ys levels. In pretty much any Ys game except for the second half of Ys 1, the first strategy you should consider if you're encountering a boss that you just can't beat is gaining a level. The second thing, which I am doing here, is making sure I have the right armor for the job. Though this is one of the very few Ys games where you actually start with equipment, you don't start with all that much, just an iron sword and a small shield. This guy sells armor, though. Yeah, see, that, herb item costs 400 gold, and the new suit of armor costs 100. One of the later healing items is actually more expensive than any armor you can actually buy in the game. In any case, Isha seemed to like the coast, so we're gonna look for her over there. Oh yeah, Adol can do critical hits. I'm not sure exactly what the critical formula is in this game. However, it's best to just treat it as Fire Emblem damage because it usually does about triple. Well, not me specifically, but... No, I don't... I've played this game way too many times. I don't need your advice. Oh well. Back to the fountain with us. Oh yeah, earlier I got poisoned, as you've probably noticed. There are quite a few status ailments in this game, all of them are terrible. And anything I can do to reduce the number I have to deal with, is definitely good. You know what, forget you guys. I've got an appointment with Plot. Music is gone? Oh dear. We just can't go anywhere without something like this happening, can we? Wait. Galba? Oh dear. Okay, so I'm about a level lower than I should be for fighting this boss. However, I was able to take him like this in practice, so... Basically, you just need to jump and slash at that eyeball in the middle, and you'll go down eventually, and try to avoid getting hit. It will really wreck you. Like so. That was one attack, and one more hit from anything he can do will kill me instantly. So I'm gonna play it a little safe. Thankfully, he's not mobile or doesn't have any other things that would make it more difficult to smash him. Other than doing ridiculous damage for this point in the game. So down he goes, Mr. Galba. Where have I remembered that from? Wow. Adol lies through his teeth. Oh, god damn it. Now, who was holding a bow earlier? Yep. Now hold on a second. Are you telling me that Galbalons are part of the native fauna? You people are hardcore. Well, Adol doesn't care about +1 or better to hit. Yep. Oh. Wait, the second? Oh yeah, we'll be meeting the other one, pretty soon. Okay, the chief might be overstating things a little bit, but the Arasians have been up to some shenanigans around here. Oh. Cave? Okay. I don't wanna. Nah, we'll do it. The game will not start until you say yes. And yes, our sword broke. So we got a new one. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find your sacred mirror for you. How hard could it be? Okay, something else I'm going to be doing in this playthrough is a ton of pre-grinding. Basically, doing all of the necessary grinding to make dungeons go smoothly. This is because there's, like, 2 levels of grinding involved in this game. Experience money, the usual experience cash, and, well, Emil. Oh, hello there. Item get. Okay, accessories. We can only hold 1, but we will be able to hold up to 5. So, that's it for part 1, and I will be seeing you next time where we explore Underground. Bye!